Throughout the evolution of filmmaking, a multitude of different effects and techniques have been used in filming. Both found footage and computer screen effects are film techniques that have had an impact on recent tropes and opened the door for more possibilities in filmmaking. But due to a lack of intriguing and uninspired storytelling, these techniques have quickly been tossed aside by the general public. Should these two techniques be discredited so quickly after discovery? We'll find out.
Do you know what the ScreenLife technique is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
What do you think of the use of ScreenLife and found footage in the use of films?
Define ScreenLife.
ScreenLife is the use of a piece of technology in using the screen as the footage.
Visual storytelling has so many different methods and interpretations that can be used to express a film. With hundreds of techniques and many different combinations to use, there is always another way to see a story. The use of different techniques should be done only when necessary to enhance the story and what is being shown to the viewers. They should always have relevance and reason for use. Two very recently discovered techniques of filmmaking have been used prominently in multiple uses of media: technology screen footage and found footage. Yet they are quickly fading as soon as they've been unearthed. Perhaps their full potential has already been used up.
Whole bunch of missing time. Something is pulling me towards the base.
I didn't think it was actually gonna get this far.
The use of found footage as a film technique dates all the way back to the early 80s, yet never truly came into solid form until 1999, through the breakout film The Blair Witch Project, one of the earliest uses of this technique.
Mike, where are you?
I'm right here! Where is he?
Since the technique has been used in copycats trying to recreate the horror sense provided in that film, the technique is now synonymous with the horror genre. But should it be?
How do you feel about the use of found footage in a narrative feature?
I really like the whole aesthetic of all of it. I like the way it looks. I like how it feels. Cloverfield, great example. I love that movie. It's just all of it's very interesting.
Found footage commonly is portrayed through the use of multiple techniques, consisting of first-person perspective, pseudo-documentary, mockumentary, news footage, or the use of surveillance footage. The use of shaky cam, raw, real, and genuine, to make the story feel natural.
Do you think that found footage works better in segments in a film, or works throughout the entire duration of the film?
It depends. There's horror movies with some scenes of found footage, and there's like full movies with just found footage. It all works well depending on the movie.
They conveniently don't show what it is, and then they're like, oh my god.
Guys. Did you guys see that? Oh my god. Okay, there it is. What is that?
While there is no right way to make a found footage film, the extent of its use in most productions has been through the use of the horror genre. The use of found footage should be further explored in different genres of filmmaking. The use of found footage has more or less now been added into most films as a small narrative element, rather than using the style for the full-length duration of a story, and may continue to exist as a small element of a larger narrative, as it may work better than having the technique exist at the forefront. The computer screen technique, also known as ScreenLife, is a very recent technique, only first used in the early 2000s and has only just started to garner attention in the 2010s. The technique has been used popularly in films such as The Den, Unfriended, and most recently, perhaps most successfully, in the 2018 film Searching. The technique has only really been used for thriller and horror genres so far. Screen life, as it's been shown in the film so far, has involved the use of one specific screen or monitor as a way to express a story through the contents that appear on the screen. In order to achieve the technique, the camera work should resemble the behavior of the camera of a device. The action usually takes place in real time, with no visible transitions or outside sounds, as all noises and sounds should come from the computer. The technique has been sparsely used within the past decade, and seems to have a rise in the amount of interest in the incorporation of using the technique. The technique is cheap, easy to do, and with the proper story can be incorporated into more films. The use of screen life as a technique for filmmaking is still very much a new and evolving art form, one that should and will continue on as the use of technology becomes even more transparent with society.
Do you think the use of screen life in film and media should be used in multiple genres?
I don't think it should be used in like too many genres because it seems to only work in horror, which is why it's only been used in horror. But seeing it used in different genres might be interesting, good or not.
What do you think of the use of screen life and found footage in the use of film?
In terms of screen life and found footage, I feel that it works just depending on how it's used. I feel that as far as like horror goes, it works, but it could definitely be incorporated into other film genres.
Do you think the use of found footage and screen life in film needs to adapt in the use of its storytelling?
I would say yeah, because there could be a lot of good stories you could tell with found footage and screen life, with other genres like, I don't know, like just shooting out romantic comedy. That could you know, like you could tell a story through like home videos and all that kind of stuff, or like I think it only really work in romantic comedies. Now I'm thinking about that.
While the future of both screen life and found footage as a technique is not yet known, both have shown their potential. Whether or not they evolve, they can both be used in some capacity. Whether big or small, they shall continue to have a presence in some form of entertainment.